I'm gonna make a camp kitchen, a patrol box, a chuck box. Okay, no matter what you call it, a chuck box, a camp kitchen, a patrol box, they're all the same thing. It's just a big box that holds everything you need to cook when you're out car camping. I looked online, watched a lot of YouTube videos, read a lot of articles, looked at a lot of plans, and something that was typical amongst all the other plans out there is that there were two swinging doors that came out this way, and then there's a tray here. And initially that was the path I was going to go down. And then I stumbled across, I think it was like Big Sky or Blue Sky, I'll link down below. And his philosophy was, don't have mechanical hardware because that's going to rattle when you're driving. It's going to fail over time. You know, don't have metal hinges, don't have metal clasps, do everything with rope and bungee cords and friction fit and things like that. So I took that as a personal challenge. I'm going to make this whole thing with just friction fit, just things that slide in, the wood drawers. There's no mechanicals, there's no piano hinges, there's no clasps to lock everything together. Everything just kind of tucks in nicely, one piece into the other. And that created a lot of design challenges for me. Stuff I've never even tapped before at this scale. I had to measure everything. I had to make sure everything I measured fit inside of a drawer or a cubby or a bin. And it all had to come together in a finished product that fit in the back of my car, could be carried somewhat easily by one person. And this is what I ended up with. So stick around, see how I got there. Boom. Oh wait, there's that lift and drop thing. This edge is a little long. See, look at that. Oh, there's a little overhang. It's not perfect, but I got one of these, so I'll just zish, zish, and it'll be gone. But I'm going to build another one. This was fun. Let's make another one. But the next one does not need handles because the next one is not a tray. The next one is what becomes the wings on either side of the surface that the stove sits on. And that'll all make sense later. Put pieces over here. I think I'm going to make this thing another tray that I will then cut in half. And then I'm also going to make a drawer. That would be overkill. Well, supposedly I have some of those little right angle corner clamp things, and I don't know where they are. And I guarantee I'll find them when I don't need them. 18 3/8. 18 and 3/8. I am not gonna complain. Look what I found. That's what I was talking about. It's a drawer. But what's important is this thing. So now I got this one and this one. And this one's going to get cut. But what's important is that the stove fits in there. And then that sits on top. Becomes a case for the stove that will then fit in a tray in the bigger box and then lock in. So, hey, that actually worked. That's kind of cool. now that I got the trays done that house the stove, I got to make a box. The box that has all the compartments. Now I'm going to glue this together, and I'm going to try and use this strap clamp thingy that I got at a yard sale for $2.50. Never used it. We'll find out if it works. Yep, that's supposed to be in there. Okay. I bet by the time I get this on, the glue's all set, so that's good. Hey, look. It kind of works. While you were away, I made a drawer. Made a drawer bottom. Yeah, really exciting. And I made this little little pull, so we have a way to get that out of the cabinet. I also glued in I don't know if you can see that, the tub shelf. The two tubs. One will go here, one will go here. This up here is going to be where the stove goes. This drawer that I made is going to go right there. You find the coolest stuff on the side of the road. Good morning. It's like 7 a.m. Got to get some work in before I get some work in. My plan for right now is to work on the supports for the wings that will come out here. There's going to be not a French cleat, but a cleat of sorts that will have it sit so it sits flush right there. And then there'll be something that comes up and supports it this way. I know this isn't going to hold a lot of weight, but I don't need it to hold a lot of weight. Maybe just, some of the ingredients, some utensils, things like that. Everything's gonna be happening here. So that's what I'll work on now. The first thing is to put some sort of small lip right along here that the support piece coming this way can catch on. I see people always using like cards, old credit cards, or a paint knife, paint scraper, or fancy specialty glue applicator thingies, and not their fingers. And if you do that, then you are depriving yourself of the joy of peeling dried glue off of your fingers. I mean, that's like didn't we all do that in school? Elmer's glue everywhere. Wait for it to dry, peel it off. I mean, that was, I don't know, just me. Anyway, finger spreader or glue spreader right here. It's with me, I never misplace it. I know where it is. All right, I'm gonna glue the I'm gonna glue the back panel on, but before I do, I'm gonna make some marks here so I know where these pieces run so that I can pop some nails in. Some sort of pull. Okay, here's what I've come up with so far for the supports for the wings. I've got a bevel, 45 on this side, and that's what goes against the box right there. Then I've taken a thin strip, come on camera, thin 45 on each side of this, and that rests up against the lip on the underside of this. So it just friction fit makes this already, just me holding it, very sturdy. We went camping with it as is, performed as expected, met my needs perfectly. It's what I wanted it to do. What I have left to do is sand it, get a few coats of some polyurethane on it, probably like water-based poly, because it's not going to live outside, it's just going to be outside sometimes. Something else I'm going to do is, where we went camping this last time, we got really fortunate, there was a picnic table there, and this sitting on a picnic table makes this a perfect height for the stove, you know, for cooking. We're going to be going camping here in a little bit again, and they don't have picnic tables. So I can't have this sit on the ground unless I want to, you know, sit on the grass and cook, which, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not ideal. So I'm going to make a stand for it, and that is going to be a wooden frame that slides over the top. Legs here, similar to the legs like are going to be done similar to this. This is what's on the miter stand. They're just going to be 90 degree, you know, boop, 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 90 degrees, and it'll slide over the box right here, and here, and here, and over here, and I'm probably not describing it well, and you'll just have to trust me. And I've got some design limitations, like I can't put stuff, I can't have any of the supports blocking this because the top piece, or the stand that this sits on, has to slide over this. So like I gotta have a very narrow leg piece here, and I'm not gonna be able to have a cross brace. So there might be some issues there. I might have to finagle something there. Okay, I have a plan, 14 pieces. 14 pieces make this up, and there might be like a wild card thing that comes in to support the side so they don't splay out, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. You know what sounds like fun? Watching me glue boards together. When y'all weren't looking, I cut a top table. If we are at a campsite that has a picnic table, I can set the chuck box right on the seat of the picnic table and use that. And then we got a little side table that we can pop between our chairs to fill with empty beer cans or something. I don't know. Oh, and also this is nice and square. This is nice and not square. So I'm going to use this to make this do this. My tip is clogged. Look at that. Ugh. There we go. A little overhang here, so the cut wasn't perfect, but I get that. That's what was clogging my glue bottle. Let's see how much stability this gave us. Oh man, that thing's perfect. I mean, I wouldn't do jumping jacks on it, but that's gonna do what I want. There's a little play there, but nah, we're good. Okay, I think I've come up with a solution to my solution to my solution, because when this lid stand flip lid thing slides down on here, the friction is too good and it's too hard to get off. And I think because it seats so far down in here that by putting some spacers like that, basically glued down in here, you can see I got one going right here, gluing these spacers in, one, it's going to add strength to this piece. It's going to add some strength to reinforce the corners, but it's also going to then reduce the amount that these pieces here fit down in here. Okay, it's all done. All the functionality that I want is there. Works very well. Now it's time for fun stuff like cleaning up the edges with the router, maybe rounding over some edges that are touch points, and then sanding and finishing. Okay, how about a quick rundown of everything that fits in the chuck box? Of course, there's the stove. Right here is a serving tray, platter, in case you cook something up and you want to carry it over to the campfire. Tongs. 2 telescoping roasting forks, marshmallows, you know. Got a whisk, a ladle, a spoon, a spatula, some kind of spoon spatula thing. I refuse to say that word. It's a spoon spatula. Slotted spoon, knife, bowl scraper, cutlery, measuring spoons, measuring cups, another knife, pizza cutter, corn on the cob holder, can opener, digital thermometer, coffee scoop, and then a whole bunch of spices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 spices, all the common ones. These 2 drawers also serve as wash tubs. Inside there I have fuel, hot pad holders, paper towels, aluminum foil, two coffee tumblers, 2 drinking glasses, a little scrubby pad, dish soap. This is a bowl lid. We'll see the bowl later. A lighter. I keep that in a separate bin from the fuel. And a cutting board. I've actually got room for more stuff, but that's good for now. This right here, I got some antibacterial wipes. This is a Stanley coffee press. This thing's amazing. Makes great coffee. Then the cook stuff. Just a stock pot I picked up at Goodwill, and a cast iron. Kind of does it all. You can make pizza in here, you can saute veggies, it goes on the fire, it goes on the burners. It's a workhorse. Inside this I store some tablecloth clips to hold the tablecloth at the picnic table, one of those oven gloves for pulling that cast iron out of the fire, a strainer, a couple bowls, a couple beer koozies. There's that mixing bowl with the lid we saw earlier. And then 2 bowl plate thingies. It's a lot of stuff in this box. It weighs a lot, but it's worth it.